Now here we are, and it is just absolutely thrilling to be able to look around and say, this is real. A couple of the people that I do want to thank. Lillian from Criminal Records was here earlier and is not now, but we owe a large debt of gratitude to the best record store in Atlanta, Criminal Records, for all of the support that they have given us, not just in terms of helping to make the music that we do here feasible, but in terms of emotional support and running stuff like Scotch tape over to us when we didn't have the ability to grab that. I want to thank Atlanta In-Town Paper and Colin Kelly, who was here earlier, who is also the head of Poetry Atlanta. They have been incredibly supportive to us. I want to thank Baby Got Books, the best local lit blog going, the proprietor from which Tim is actually outside doing the crawfish, so be sure to thank him. I want to thank the literary community of the city of Decatur. I want to thank the art community of the city of Decatur. I want to thank the people that buy books in the city of Decatur, because without y'all, this wouldn't still be here. I mean, it's the support of the community that's made this happen. And last but not least, I want to thank Lucy, my girlfriend, because honestly, when I go home and am stressed and angry and annoyed, she's the one that tells me to shut up. So, thank you, Lucy. We have 4 fantastic authors here tonight, all of whom are going to give brief presentations. First is going to be Tony Causey, who, oh, did you guys switch these? Okay, first is actually going to be CJ Lyons. Then we, what?
Just stick to the order you had.
Okay, well I had Tony first. So first is going to be Tony Causey, who was one of our favorite authors of '07 with her first Bobby Fay book. Then CJ Lyons. Then Derek Nikitas, who was also another one of our favorite authors last year with his book Pyres. And then J.L. Miles. That's about all for me, thankfully. So I'm going to ask Zach, the owner-operator and the person whose idea all of this was, to essentially come up here and take responsibility for it all. So, Zach.
It was about a year ago that I sat up on this stage, and albeit a different building, trying my best to thank my wife. And I never actually got the words out. So 1 year later, thank you, Alice. No crying this year. Yeah, this is my idea, but I will never believe that I can take entire credit for it. Russ certainly gets a great deal of credit for doing a fantastic job with the PR, getting authors in here. You know, people like Amy Sedaris and Christopher Moore don't wander up and say, you know, I'd like to do a book signing. It's okay. So he's very good at what he does, and I'm very thankful for having him. Also very thankful for Lucy, because I get tired of telling him to shut up all the time. Russ has thanked a lot of the people that I am certainly indebted to. Some that aren't mentioned, that are also not here, and I'll mention them anyway. Bill Starr and Joe Davis from Georgia Center for the Book. We are eternally grateful to for giving us the opportunity to sell at their events and help publicize our efforts here. I have to thank a good friend of mine and author, David Robbins, and my father for believing that I somehow had the capability of doing this enough to lend their name to the old signatures at the bottom of the loan. So I certainly appreciate that, because without that we would none of us be here. I wake up at times and wonder whether or not opening a bookstore was the best idea in the world. It's like having an infant that screams and hollers in the middle of the night and keeps you up. I'm waiting for it to start walking, have to put the gates up and keep it from getting in further trouble. But I am eternally grateful for the opportunity to do this, to be here in a wonderful city like Decatur, a very literary town, book festival, Georgia Center for the Book, Little Shop of Stories, and I don't think you can find a better combination of literary sources in one place. And for that, I'm very grateful to be here. Now I've said quite enough. In order to get things rolling, because I'm sure nobody's really here for the authors, they want to eat the crawfish. I understand that. There's nothing greater than feeling a crawfish right here. Because I am the owner-operator, I get to make changes on the fly. I have yet again done that. In addition to having 4 very wonderful and talented authors here, I have added one other figure to the stage. We do, usually the last or second to last Friday of every month, we do an open mic here, and I did it very hesitantly, I have to admit, because open mics don't have the best reputation. I don't know if any of you had the opportunity to go to open mics. I think ours is probably the best one around. One of the people who took a stage the first or second, I guess it was the first night that we had open mic, absolutely floored me because I didn't see it coming. He was also the one person that showed up for Tony's last visit through here. So I'm going to give him an opportunity to come up here and just tell you guys a couple of stories and hopefully show you why I love having him on the stage. So, Will Young, come entertain me.
Thank you so much to